Hi, this is Lindsay. If we haven't met before, I'm the CEO of All Well Brands. We're currently working in the raw vegan snack food space. We also just work in transformation in general, and so that can be personal transformation, ecosystem transformation in the body or on the planet or in an organization. And I won't tell you this every single video that I'm making here, but but since we're new to each other, that's kind of what we do. I'm a social anthropologist and a cook by background, and I'm making this set of videos because I've taken on a challenge to do 90 days, 2 hours of meditation a day. And so I'm a few days into it, but I'm still kind of stabilizing kind of the pattern that I want to do. So we're going to count this as day one. So I'm going to share about that. And I'm here in the desert. You can't see a lot of it right now because the sky is so darn blue today. But if I were to do this, you can see there's a mountain behind me. There's a lot of pretty stuff behind me. But because of the angle of the of the camera right now, I can't hold it like this for 10 minutes, I don't think. But it's really lovely out here. Part of the reason I'm out here is because it was really moving to me from a meditation standpoint in December when I got here. And now it's February, and it's hard to believe I'm still here in this brand new place that I didn't even know about before, but I am. But I've been in a lot of brand new places in the last 6 months, and we're 7 months now, and I moved from working in the corporate setting straight into this launch for this company that I developed product for 2 years ago, and then have been building manufacturing around that in the last 6 months. And then I got here to the desert, and it's so inspiring that I moved the operation out here. And so in the process of knowing what that means, also in the process of completing investor shopping, you might say, seeing who are good fits for us. So it's just a little bit of background in case we don't know each other. So what I'm doing, it is much more like me to start a process, see if I'm any good at it, and then start doing videos around it. And I'm trying something new. I really want to be able to share kind of baseline and, kind of where it's taken me. And in order to do that, I have to share with you from the beginning, right? So that's what I'm doing. It's a pretty raw space for me. No pun intended, but the 90 days of meditation is just an extension of work I've been doing really since June of last year, when I began a 2-hour walking meditation every morning for a couple of months. And so it was more of a mantra meditation. And at the time I really wasn't doing any stillness meditation. I wasn't just like sitting and being still. And but it was my first time kind of back into any kind of meditation in quite a while. So that was really big for me. And so I started the day with a prayer group on the phone. We did a little bit of intentioning and praying, and then we would go about our day, and I would do my 2-hour walking, and then move through the rest of my day. And then about 2 months into this, I really got the pull of wanting to go deeper, and but business was also needing me a lot too, and so I switched it up a little bit, and I was doing smaller periods of time, but more of them, you might say. And that was good, but it was really, back and forth in terms of staying connected and staying, really committed to the practice. And it was my first time, out of sort of day job land in a long time. So I moved through that, And I won't go into tons of detail there. I have a manuscript around that anyway, but so we'll show you that in a different forum. But in December, or really in October, I was getting a very, very strong pull to go away. I was in Los Angeles, and I was living there. I was doing the operation there, and I was getting a very strong intuition to go away. And I thought that was just kind of to listen, to have a few days to listen to what the next part of the vision was for the company. And but I didn't do it. And I was training people, I was hiring people, and I don't think any business person would have said, oh yeah, this is the time you should go away. So I didn't go away, but it kept pulling at me. And finally in December, I had experienced so much silence from guidance that I said, okay, like, I'm going away. And so I disconnected and tried to find somewhere indoors to do the retreat for the month, and I didn't find one. And instead I ended up out in the desert, and but at the same time I had been living outdoors for 5 months, very on purpose and with a purpose, and it was very good meditation-wise, but it got limited because it was at the point where I was doing so much spiritual study and prayer and mantra and stillness every day that it was 4 to 6 hours, and there was kind of nowhere to do it except the back seat of my car. So I really needed to go away in order to do that. So cut to December, back to December, and I found this really quiet, beautiful desert to be in, and for the first time the mountains seemed to just be really talking to me. And so I've been out here for a while now, and I also looked around and saw that this was really where my business would do the best, manufacturing wise. It's close to farms and really affordable to be here. So I just moved operations out here, so I've been going back and forth. It's about a 3-hour trip without traffic, and so it's been pretty involved for a while, and so I've moved that here. And where I am now is trying to be very, very available. I went to an event last weekend. I wasn't feeling particularly raw about it. I wasn't feeling in crisis or anything. I was feeling like I have been on a good path in terms of my practice spiritually, but there was a challenge to be in stillness meditation every day for an hour. And that really spoke to me, because stillness has been something I haven't held myself super accountable for, even in all of my meditation styles. There are some ways that I haven't found it as quick an access point, as quick an insight point for me sometimes, and haven't particularly had a community to be accountable to around it and so forth. So I decided I would do that. And so that's what we're doing. I'm a few days into it. It is Wednesday now. The event was on Saturday and Sunday, and starting on Saturday we were asked to do the hour of meditation the following morning. And I actually did it that night and the following morning, and so had a couple of hours between that time. And also did some visioning, as though, kind of talked through as though certain things had already happened, and just kind of started creating a future as though it was a past, which I really liked. So I came home on Sunday from the event, and it was I did some meditation. I think I did a full hour. I'm trying to remember back that far now. But then Monday I did a full hour in the morning, and then I think about 30 minutes that night, so not quite 2 hours for the day. And then yesterday I had kind of a scary experience. So we're going to call yesterday the first day. And I think I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna make a new video about that, because it is really its own thing. And so we'll call this the introduction, and that one we'll call day 1. So I'll talk to you in a minute.